Lesson 21, social change. Don't forget, go back up to your contents page, highlight and date this dot point. Now, this dot point is very much, you've probably noticed the last 3 lessons in terms of positive and negative impacts, contemporary values, and now this one, contributing to social change. They all sort of align together, and I think that's a really good for us, because like I said, this topic of sitcoms is great in the way that it will align everything together, so you have some examples that can go across multiple dot points, and I think this is definitely a case of that. They are very similar, but there are slight nuances. So when we're talking about the ways the popular culture has contributed to social change, we can see that in 2 ways. Again, if you can underline this, similar to Burr up here, we can have a positive social contribution, if you want to write that down here, but we can also have negative social contributions, okay? So there's 2 sides to that coin, and the reason that we unpack it like that is because we know at the juicy end of the syllabus, these are all 15 marker type questions, and typically 15 mark questions are evaluations. So I have some core notes here from a word bank which is talking about just different ways that sitcoms have positively or negatively contributed towards social change. And so we're looking at social change is very specific there as well. But once you have filled that word bank out, there's heaps of examples there, like tons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, boom. That's a lot. What I want you to do once you've filled that out is I want you to highlight the dot points in different colors. I want you to highlight what's an example of positive social change in one color. So the idea that sitcoms have been praised for their ability to highlight social inequities in a comical way, that would be a positive social change and a positive contribution. So I would highlight there, I don't know, green. So highlight here, whatever your happy positive color is, and then highlight what your negative color might be, and then highlight in red and green across each of the dot points here. That's the first thing I want you to do. After that, I want you to quickly tell me what you think. Do you think sitcoms are a negative or positive force for social change? Now, obviously the best answer would be a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, and if you can articulate that there, that would be fantastic. And then here I've popped some images recently from Brooklyn Nine-Nine that talks about or reflects, I think, these positive and negative changes. So a positive change obviously is a big statement like this, being gay isn't a choice, is really having a positive impact and highlighting and deconstructing that myth that sexuality is a choice. And then here though, we also see the negative impact that Jake is joking about his traumatic childhood. My parents might have raised an emotionally vacant child with massive insecurities. He's consistently referring to that, and that's very much trivialized. And what I've coined over here as negative humor. So that's lesson 21 in a nutshell. And you might even from this want to add, if you have room, that is, to your positive and negative impact table up here if you've missed anything, or if you want to articulate it a bit clearly. That might be a good idea there as well. And that's it for lesson 21. We'll probably do some long response question practice on this as well. Enjoy.